Make no mistake that it is completely understandable, and I can't say this enough, it's completely understandable as to how you cannot see something being done without the state. But your ignorance or inability to see how something could be done doesn't mean that it can't or it won't be done. People are able to sort of act freely and voluntarily. And when they do that, they allocate these scarce resources and it more so ensures the efficiency. It's okay that you personally can't come up with the idea for road building or security, for example. But that doesn't mean that someone else can't. If man really operated like this, there would be no innovation. We would not have the goods and the services that we have right now. There'd be no advancement. You've only been put under the illusion also that the state is best suited to provide these services they've monopolized and forced you to pay for. Now, remind you, the federal government is in over $20 trillion worth of debt. And the only reason they are able to sustain this is because they have a territorial monopoly on use of force and violence. But it will at some point hit the fan, as it always does. Understand, when you oppose libertarianism, you oppose free and voluntary exchange. It is the philosophy that allows you, and really the only philosophy that allows you to do whatever it is that you want. If you want to help the poor, you can. If you want to donate money to a pool of health services with other individuals, you can. If you want to build a community where you share others' belongings voluntarily, you can. You simply can't force someone else to participate and be a part of your doings. Now understand that claiming something is unrealistic is not an argument against the philosophy, nor does it speak to anything other than the fact that you are willing to use aggression upon peaceful individuals. Unironically, the doomsday scenarios and the what ifs have often long been answered by libertarian philosophers. But if we extend it to the logical conclusion, everything that you fear that would maybe happen or come about in a free and libertarian society is greatly heightened with statism, because the same individuals do not become saints, right? And under statism, they now have a legal monopoly to implement their dangerous ideals. This is why the most dangerous, most violent times throughout history are facilitated by states. If Joe Blow wants to kill all black people, he's going to do the least amount of damage as just a regular Joe Blow. But if that Joe Blow gets access to the state, well, he now has the ability to really carry it out on a massive scale. Now, remember, those rich and powerful elitist types are hardly ever libertarians. They're hardly ever libertarians. There's a reason for that. In fact, they are usually the ones lecturing you, trying to steer you away from a free society, as their power structure is greatly threatened by it. But in short, libertarianism is about private property rights, and the first being self-ownership. It is about non-aggression. It is about freedom. It does not disallow community or togetherness. It does not pretend that man is perfect, nor does it operate under the expectation that that is the case. Now, advocates of libertarianism are simply advocates of free and voluntary exchange.